So somebody said I should name it Barney. I kind of like Barney. Well, hello Barney. So I've been tinkering on Barney a little bit. And let me set this filter down. Probably back it out so we can actually see what we're doing here. But I finally got the radiator unbolted and swung out of the way. It's been dark every time I come down here in the evenings to tinker on it. I thought the batteries were dead, but lo and behold, there was a switch. That switch that I pushed in the cab to get it to go out of low range kept it from starting, which I thought was weird. But I knew that something was leaking under it, and lo and behold, now that I got it finally swung out of the way, I don't know if that's maybe an original hydraulic filter for the let's see, what is that? That turns the fan. It's got a pinhole in it, and it's leaking out, and the fan hits the fan and completely spraying all over the side of the motor. So what I'm going to do is replace that filter, take it up to the house and put some degreaser on it and clean the fan out. I may unbolt this as well so I can swing this. Let's see, unbolt that. Yeah, that's hinges. Okay, so I should just be able to unbolt there and there. This should swing out of the way. That way I can get in there and clean this radiator out good. Because with that oil coming down, it's just sprayed everything, and we know that oil and dust like to stick together. So that's that. And managed to get the parking brake fixed. It was luckily just out of adjustment, so I was able to tighten that up tight and then back it off, and now the park brake works. Just tried it right here. I'm gonna actually back it out and see. My gauge, or my park brake here, so from the factory that is actually on. Looking at all my stickers on trucks that people have sent me, that is actually park brake on, and that is off. Some point in time this has been out and turned around, so it is now backwards. So that is now on and that is off, I think. No, that is now park brake on, that is park brake off. I gotta wipe that off and fix it. Let's start it up. Get this bad boy backed out from under here. Power on. I'm just gonna sit that down. That should be fine. Oh, let's put that right there. Should be fine. I gotta start it up and let the air build up before it'll back out. Put it out here in the sunshine so we can see what's going on a little better. Here we go. See, now why did it do that? It's doing the exact same thing that it did. See, it's trying to turn the fan right there, and when the fan engages, it doesn't have enough power to. I got to figure that one out. We got a couple exhaust leaks. I got the parts on order, but I don't know what the deal is on this truck. It's trying to start. When it tries to start, the fan, the hydraulic fan, turns, and it's taking all the power away. But if you flip this switch back and forth, it'll figure itself out. anybody knows about that. That's a little interesting. Gotta let our air build up. Alright, let's back Barney out. God, I hope that's water coming out of the bed. It is a pouring out. Okay, it is. A little mild panic attack there. When you look down and see a giant gush like that, you go, oh my God, it's just water. Oh yeah. So something else I've got to look at is what is wearing on the filter housing. At first you would think it was this, but that's, I'll have to look at it when I shut it, but the hood latch cable is really the only thing right there that I see. But I find it very hard to believe that that rubber cable did that and not even more through. I'll have to look at that when I bolt the radiator back in. Let's get that filter changed. There we go. Of course, everything's always hard to get the filter in. Let me get the new one ready, son. Put the old one back in the box. Keep from spilling too much. Come on. because my hands are completely covered in oil and I can't grab this thing. All right, that should take care of the leak. That poor filter. The O-ring is just like dry rotted on it. It's interesting. Let that drain. Let's go power wash. Well, let's start it up and make sure that fixed the leak first. So I got a leaking steer cylinder over here. That's got to be replaced, repacked. I'm hoping that's what's causing the truck to kind of drift, because it'll sit right there and just start turning when the fluid's cold. That one right there. You got a little drippy drip. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's probably not going to cool properly. It's probably cooling, but it'll cool a lot better without all that in there. Let me go get some degreaser and soak this bad boy down. Well, there goes my wash. Let it soak it up. Much cleaner. You can actually see through it now. Dropped the belly pan, cleaned out around the filters, and discovered that they haven't been changed since August of 2017. Hopefully it hasn't been used a whole lot since then. Alright, I'm going to push everything back together and take it back to the shelter. Next thing to fix is full service on it, changing all the fluids and filters. Probably not the hydraulic fluid. The hydraulic fluid looks really clean, and I'll probably change the filters on that. And oh, the cylinders have got to be repacked. I'll let the mechanic do that. He'll come here and we'll pop these bad boys off. That'll be the first one that needs done. I could get by with everything else, and I'm getting a parts list for the exhaust, because all that is rotted and leaks everywhere. Oh, always forget about that. Oh well, come on. So something that smashed the exhaust and it leaks pretty bad there, and it's split right there. So I'm getting a parts list from there all the way down to fix that. We should be good to go then. And I just relabeled the park brake. Now it's correct. Gotta have some fuel to go to work today. I wasn't in a big hurry today because it was snowing and raining yesterday, and I didn't know how pleasant today was going to be, but it warmed up last night enough to melt all the snow, and now everything is a real big muddy mess. But the mechanic's coming today to work on Barney here. I've got all my hydraulic seals, cylinder seals. I'm going to be repacking both dump cylinders, and the steering cylinder right here leaks really bad. So going to get those done. I honestly have not really done anything with this truck for about a week and a half. I've been so busy. But I'm sure the bed is full of water. I did raise it up, put some blocks under it the other day while I was working on stuff. But is it full of water? Oh, it's got a lot of water in it. So let's see if this thing will start up. And I can back this thing out and raise the bed up. Let's see what it'll do. So the other day, it was giving me a slight issue on starting. And we think it was this switch right here, but I don't know, let's see. It's about 35 outside. See, it's like it's got no power. So I don't know if maybe wiggling the steering wheel. Sometimes that'll take the hydraulic. It's like, I don't get it. It's got plenty of power though. Very frustrating. Alright, so I'm going to check and just see if it is the batteries. I put the jumper box on it, got it on 24 volt. Let's see what happens. It's, I can't explain it. It's really not the batteries. It's got plenty of spark. It had more then. You tried to. Come on, just spin over. It wants to start. We're getting close. See, it's not the battery's problem. Oh, we've got an exhaust leak. Oh yeah. Don't start. That's what I'm trying to get fixed. I don't know. I don't get this whole thing. It runs good once you get it started. Gremlin Barney. I only put like 5 or 10 gallons in it the day I got it, and I don't know how much is in it. The fuel gauge doesn't work. But Tyler got that cylinder repacked today. So it's nice and dry, no leaky leak. And one of the injectors was leaking. Got that taken care of. Oh, what else was leaking? I don't know. Something still looks like something's leaking right there though. We'll have to look at that. I know that filter's leaking, but I'm gonna change that. And tomorrow this cylinder gets repacked because it's leaking. You can see it dripping on the tire right there. And that should just about be everything that needs to be fixed, other than changing the oil and the fuel filter, doing that service.